video, I'm gonna be showing you the best beginner's guide to catch the best fish. And this is basically, I want to say this out immediately that this is an intermediate to beginner's guide. I'll be going over some like higher things, and today I won't be going over everything in this video just because some stuff are like really high, like for like really high levels. But yeah, please like and subscribe. It will help me out a lot. It will take you guys 5 seconds, 2 seconds, maybe even 1 second. But yeah, please like and subscribe. It really helped me out a lot. Yeah, let's get straight into the video. First tip I immediately want to give is never ever buy these. These are so useless, bro. It just takes way too long and it gives way too little of money. As these are 85 dollars. It's crazy. Next thing is try to finish this quest as fast as you can. It gives free XP. And yeah, next thing is I would try to hop on somebody's boat or ask somebody to like take you around and figure and get familiarize yourself with all the islands as you get XP from it, and different fish come from different island and that can complete your bestiary faster. The angler over here asks you to catch a sturgeon. Sturgeon is at the snow pond island over there. Basically, you just want to go explore around over there and try to find until you find like a pond. I don't think it's I think where you find the pond emperor is that where you catch the sturgeon. Uh, but yeah. Next thing I want to say is, okay, what like, well, beginner asks like, what is going on at the merchant? So, merchant, you could sell items and all of that. But I recommend when you're selling items, do not. Okay, this is for the lucky people out there. Do not sell any of your legendary fish as they're Oh, this is on you guys. This is just my personal opinion, but I just like don't like selling any of my legendary fish because I feel like it gives too little for like the stuff you catch. For example, like the axolotl only like even though it's like a small weight, it gives like 600. But I feel like that's not. I feel like I should be giving like around like 1,000 or something. But yeah, it varies from like from rarity to. I mean, it varies from not only rarity but like size. For example, like a mythical axolotl would not give you the same amount as like a regular axolotl or olim or whatever they call it. Next thing I want to give into is do not give the appraiser like any appraise do not appraise your fish if it has an attribute on it. For example, say if I had like a a crown bass with mythical on it, and if the those for those who don't know, mythical basically turns your fish like rainbow. It's basically like a rainbow fish. So if your fish has like mythical on it, do not give do not give her your fish or do not appraise it. It's not worth it. You will lose your you would lose your attribute, and you could pause any for like more weight. I recommend never ever appraising your fish if it has like an attribute on it because she will take off the attribute. Next thing I say is how would I progress? Like, what is the best water game mode game? As you can see, after magnetic rod, and watch till the end of the video. But basically, I want to give you a really good tip with the magnetic rod. But magnetic rod is not good for anything except for this tip I'm going to show you later in the video. But basically, is the training rod is the rod that you want to skip. It's not really that good for stats, um and the flimsy rod is a really bad rod because it prevents you from getting like around like 90% of the fish. Next thing I'm gonna get is skip to the plastic rod. And after you got plastic rod, go for carbon rod. And after you get carbon rod, you have two options. You can get the lucky rod, which is 5,000, or the fast rod. I don't recommend the fast rod because sure you can catch like a lot of fish fast, but I feel like the quality of the fish it's like quantity versus quality. I mean quality, my bad, quality versus quantity. So I recommend going for the lucky rod instead of this rod. And yeah, and next thing I want to give is like you have you have a few more a little bit more options. So I skipped the island where it had like a bunch of rods on it, like that cost like 7K. So excuse me, you can either get the fortune rod or nocturnal rod. So the fortune rod basically is this. I'm gives you like 110 with like a few debuffs. I think it like gives you like less like control and some not less control, less lure speed and like 30% less lure speed and some other things. While the nocturnal rod and it has pretty good weight on it too. But the nocturnal rod gives, as you can see, less lower speed, but not by that much, and it gives 70% luck. So I feel like it's like Nocturnal is like the most like well-rounded rod it could be, or the most yeah, well-rounded rod. You may be asking like, how do I get the Nocturnal rod? I'm at Island Village and I can't find the Nocturnal rod. So basically, I'm trying to show a picture, but basically you want to try to find like this whirlpool over, and after you find the whirlpool, try to you want to immediately like just jump like in the whirlpool. It'll like slow you down, and make sure you jump in the right whirlpool. Some whirlpools will kill you. It will kill you. I don't know why a lot of YouTubers don't tell you this, but some whirlpools will kill you. So make sure you're jumping in the right whirlpool. Do not jump in any whirlpool. And you basically want to, it costs like 11k, 11,500 or 12,500, and yeah, and basically buy it. And basically to leave, you basically would just want to leave the game. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna show you. To leave that, I would basically recommend you leaving the game and joining back, because the 400 is not worth 400 creds to leave that. It should be. I saw a suggestion about this, but it should be free, because when you leave and rejoin, you don't lose any fish or any money. So you could leave and rejoin the game, and you would lose like absolutely nothing. The next tip I would give you is to join the Discord server. There's a lot of helpful people um, in the main Discord server, and I'll link it down below in the description. But yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of good people. Yeah, there's a lot of good people. There are a lot of chill people, and they're really helpful too. Like I like when I ask for questions, I get like responses back like almost immediately. Like they're always like somebody's always there to help. That's what I love about this server. Next thing is like try going to events. So as you can see when I was yapping or whatever, uh, there was an event like an abundance of something. I recommend it for newer players. Try going to that area because it gives you a better chance of catching those type of abundant fish. Next thing I would say going for is the rowboat or the cheapest boat you can find, or like the surfboard or whatever. Try going for like the cheapest boat. You might be like, gaming with Cam, why should I go for a cheap boat? Well, because when you use your first boat, you're basically like set for like the rest of the game. And the reason why I say this is because like a lot of the stuff is like at more than like one island. Like you can catch different fish at different types of the island. And um, what am I thinking? And there's different events too. Like the bunch, like it's not gonna be at like one area. It's gonna be at like different areas. And another tip for those like intermediate players, are like kind of like low intermediate, is like never, please, I see too many people do this, and I don't know why, but the gray hammerhead shark is like not an easy fish to catch, and I feel like not any player should just go to it. Like if you're like, I'll say if you're like around like level 15, around level 10 or 15, depending how lucky you are, you should like immediately like go to the island, or not go to the great hammerhead shark. Great. Even though the event is like really rare, I don't know why it's like stupid rare. It's still a really hard shark to get. Really hard shark. Not only you have to get lucky enough to catch it, but you have to have the skill to even like correctly catch it. Like that shark is one pain in the butt to catch. But yeah, and you may be like, why? Because like to kill it, so going back into the certain rods have more kilograms than others. Um, some rods have like looking at the rods, like flimsy, you won't be able to catch a hammerhead shark with the. Matter of fact, you won't be able to catch like 90% of the fish with the flimsy rod, because how much kilograms it has. That's why I recommend going immediately for the plastic rod or the carbon rod immediately, because those have like a bunch of kilograms on it, and it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. This is for like this is like personal preference or whatever, or better quality of life. So you might be like, Game Kid, what are you trying to show us? So this is like this is how you get a tiles using menu, by the way, and to get tiles basically just play the game. And so like for example, Orc's best friend, you just got to complete Orc's thing quest, which is by the I think it's not a terrapin, but it's at Roslet, and Roslet is like somewhere like over there or something. But basically, let me stop my yapping and get to the tip. The tip is turn off enable catch flags if you're not like catching fish or like going to island. For some reason, for some reason like the flags are like so laggy in the game and they make you really laggy. So when you turn that off, it makes your boat like go faster and it gives better control or boat speed. And next thing I want to say is do not buy these fish radar or the GPS or the lantern because those are kind of useless. They some give you a quick description. GPS gives you the XYZ coordinates. It's only really useful if you have like a friend that doesn't know where you are. But the problem is you and your friend would have to have the radar to even know where you at. That's why I'm saying like just like don't buy it. It's just wasting $100. You can buy it if you want to, but it's wasting $100. Same with the GPS. It tells you what fish or what fish are what fish. Basically, yeah, just tell you what fish are what fish. You just use enable catch flag when you're catching fish. Not when transporting, but when catching fish, you want to use enable catch flash and stuff. Like I feel like this is like a waste of 8,000. And then no buy lantern. Lantern basically just lightens up things. It lightens up things. Alright, for the last and final tip. So that was all the beginner tips I could possibly give someone. The next thing the next and final tip is just going. Okay, I'm going to cut to when I'm at the island.
A few moments later.
So when you arrive to Sunstone Island, by the way, this is for intermediate players. This rod costs 15k, and I recommend trying to get this as quickly as you can because this might get patched soon. But basically, this is just a basically you want to use a magnetic rod, and basically this gives you 90 to like 95% chance. I don't know. Uh, basically gives you a really high chance to catch high quality bait fish rates. You might be like, what is quality bait fish rates? Basically those are crates that cost like $500 per crate, and it gives you some good baits too. Like I think like super flakes, super weird algae, and other those things. And I recommend like if you're trying to catch like certain fish, like use the use bait. And that's what's so good about bait crates is that or about this thing is that it's really good and you can catch really good fish quickly and efficiently. Actually, some bait are for like I'm gonna show you go over like real quickly what some bait is, but preferred universal and resilience or I think lure speed. So basically lure speed basically makes the uh makes the fish come faster to you. And universal luck is basically luck that's like all around fish. So for example, like all the fish likes it. And preferred luck is only certain type of fish like it. For example, like let me think of an example. Like a beam might likes worm the best, likes worms the best, and then bluegill's like the insect the best. Preferred luck is only for a certain type of fish, and universal luck is for all types of fish. And yeah, so like magnetic only like mainly attracts like uh crates and barrels and big crates too. That's all the tips I could give you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, Game with Cam out.